Episode 5 of Clary will finally bring the story to an emotional turning point. This episode focuses heavily on Clary's inner conflicts. She wants to move forward, but her past refuses to let her breathe. From the opening scene, we can feel that something big is coming. The most powerful part of the episode is Clary's confrontation with Bill. For the first time, both characters drop their mask. Clary tries to hide her pain while Bill tried to protect her, but their emotions explode. The tension, the unspoken love, the guilt, everything hits at once. This scene alone shows how deep their bond actually is. At this same time, we see the villain secretly planning something dangerous. Episode 5 Small Claw. A hidden message on Maestry's phone call, making it clear that Clary's problems are only beginning. The drama slowly shifts from romance to suspense, making it even more addictive. Toward the end, Clary receives news that completely breaks her confidence, her trust is shaken, her world feels unstable. In episode 5, in on a strong emotional cliffhanger, the audience is left wondering, will Clary finally face the truth? Will Bill stay by her side? Know what happen next? Overall, episode 5 is dramatic, emotion, and beautiful executed. The chemistry between Claire and Bill is stronger than ever, and the story becomes more intense. This episode prepared the ground for a big twist in the next chapter. This episode defines the characters, exposes hidden truth, and shifts the entire direction of the story. If you love intense emotional moment, quiet heartbreak, and slow burn tension, episode 5 delivers all of that and more. So let's break it down scene by scene. Part 1 Opening sequence emotional tone. Episode 5 begins with a calm atmosphere, but the tension underneath is impossible to ignore. Clary wakes up already carrying emotional weight from the events of previous episode. The camera focus on her face, tired eye, quiet breathing, and a small moment of hesitation before starting her day. This tells us everything. She is emotionally drained. The opening music so soft but heavy, setting the perfect tone. It reflects her mental state, fragile, uncertain, but trying to survive. Meanwhile, Bill is so preparing for the day, but constantly checking this phone. He wants to reach out to Clary, but hesitates. This small hesitation becomes one of the main emotional conflict of episode 5. Both want to talk yet, but what the other will say. For to Clary internal conflict. The early scene highlights Clary's internal struggle. She tries to distract herself with work, but her mind keeps drifting back to the misunderstanding and secret from episode 4. This is small but meaningful moments of a mirror. She started her reflection not to admire herself, but to question herself. This is a symbolic. Clary feel like he is losing control over her life. Her thoughts revolve around her trust, betrayal, and fear. And the episode make it clear. Clary is hiding something from Bill, but she is also hiding something from herself. She doesn't know whether to run away from her feeling or confront them. Bill perspective on Bill's side, episode 5 gave us a deeper look into our vulnerability. He feels confident on the outside, but the audience finally get to see his emotional softness. Bill carried to Clary more than the admit. He tried to call Clary, stop, type of message deleted. It is the small gestures show the emotional confusion. Bill is not angry, he is a worry, but he is also scared of pushing Clary too much. We also see Bill discussing Clary with a close friend. This friend tell him some people push you away not because they don't care, but because they care too much. This line become of the emotional theme of the episode. Now, first Clary and Bill interaction. When Clary and Bill finally meet in episode 5, the atmosphere is thick. They don't fight, but the silence between them is louder than any arguments. Clary avoid eye contact. Bill try to smile, but it feels forced. Their conversation is polite but distant. This is brilliant writing instead of dramatic yelling. The show uses quiet tension to express emotional damage. Clary apologizes for her behavior, but it is clear she is not telling the whole truth. Bill accepts the apology, but the no, she is hiding pain. The moment creates the emotional foundation for the second half of the episode. This scene revolves an important message. Two people can love each other deeply and still misunderstanding each other completely. The mystery is villain move. One of the strongest elements of episode 5 is the subtitle rise. Antagonist, the villain, a hero only briefly, maybe a phone call, a strange meeting, a shadow of figure, but every second as it ends, the villain about 10, new information about Clary, something dangerous, sometimes personal. The show doesn't reveal everything yet, but the clues suggest Clary fast might be connected, Bill might unknown be in danger, a betrayal might come from someone close. This flash up suspense builds tension for future episode and a depth of plot. Clary breaking points. Halfway through the episode, Clary reached her emotional limit. She received shocking news, something related to her past or hidden truth. This became a turning point of the entire episode. She tried to hear Halsey be together but failed. For the first time, the viewers see her breaking down alone. No dramatic collapse, no loud crying, just quiet tears, sharply breathing, and emotional execution. This is where the show excels instead of exaggerating her point. Its present grief realistically. Clary characters grow deeper here. She is not weak. She is simply over harmed by life, love, and fear. Her vulnerability make for more relatable. Bell sees something as a wrong and goes to chicken Clary. What followed one of the most heart-touching scenes in the series. Bell doesn't ask too many questions. He doesn't demand explanation. He sits beside Clary quietly, offering comfort without pressure. Clary tries to push him away emotionally, but Bell refuses to leave her alone in her darkness. His calm presence becomes her emotional support. This is where their chemistry shines. No dramatic dialogue needed. They express tension and convey everything's emotional confession without saying I love you. Episode 5 gave the audience a confession scene but not a romantic confession. Instead of an emotional confession, indirect, subtitle, poetic. Clearly, I don't want to be a burden to anymore. Bill, you are never a burden. Not then, not now. Clearly, sometimes I feel like I ruin everything. Bill, then let me stay and fix it with you. These lines are simple, but the emotion behind them are powerful. This is not the moment they confess love, but it is the moment they confess emotional need. The big reveal. In the final of episode 5, the truth began to surface. Clary discovered something shocking, maybe a letter, a hidden photo, documents, or a message that explain why someone from her past and returning. The reveal is not fully explained yet, but at the hints show, Clary was betrayed before someone close want to manipulate her again. Bill might be pulled into danger without knowing. The show brilliantly used the mystery to fill up the audience deeper into the story. Ending scene. The episode ends on a powerful emotional cliffhanger. Clary must make a decision to trust Bill or to protect him by pushing him away. She chooses silence and silent heart more than words. Bill looks confused, worried, and heartbroken. He doesn't understand the sudden distance, and Clary cannot tell him the truth yet. This cliffhanger sets the stage of episode 6, promising deeper conflict, emotional revelation, and maybe the beginning of a painful separation. Final opinions. Claribel episode 5 is a beautiful crafted at blend romance without emotional pain, suspense with vulnerability. The acting is outstanding. Both leads deliver stable kind of expression, but it feels real and relatable. The pacing is slow but emotional intense. The episode doesn't rely on dramatic fights. Instead, it explores the quiet suffering that many people hide behind a smile. This is one of the strongest episodes so far because it brings the characteristic closer emotionally while also creating new threads. The viewer now can more deep or Clary and Bell, and that attachment will make future episode even more impactful. Episode 5 is emotional, heart touching, suspenseful, and beautiful directed.